Well, it's Monday morning. Pretty view. There's the shelter and the sunrise. You can see the roof of the privy there in the background. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and decent night's sleep. I was up a little too often, just readjusting to be on the trail. It's a little bit cold, but I was warm. It's got some nice views in the mountains. There's a lot of rain coming in at the end of the week, so I think I'm going to try to put about 3 or 4 extra miles on today to get to the next shelter so I can get to Fontana early on Thursday. All right. Sun is starting to bathe the mountains over here. Hasn't quite hit our camp. Almost there. Well, it's definitely a beautiful morning. Sun's up, warming things up already. That's the direction I just came from, back to the shelter. I'm about a mile in. And, just beautiful day. Sun's lighting up the trees and the trail. It's nice contrast. I mentioned earlier, I may extend my hike today. A lot of rain apparently is due starting Wednesday night and Thursday. So I'm going to try to get to where I can shelter or camp near within 3 or 4 miles, 5 miles of Fontana Dam, so I can get into the lodge that morning and spend the day indoors, take a Nero, not a zero. So hike 5 miles that day, stay overnight at Fontana Lodge, then head into the Smokies in the rain on Friday. So that's the plan. We'll see how I feel today. It'll depend greatly if I can have 5 miles left to Fontana or 10 to 12 miles left to Fontana. Onward. All right, 2 miles in. And I want to take advantage of these awesome views before the clouds come rolling in tonight and rain following, off and on until towards the end of the week, and then plenty of rain. Just a little lookout point, and the trail goes, that's where I just came. This is where I'm just going, continuing uphill. Mile 5, making good time today. 2 hours and 10 minutes. This is the next shelter. So this one is right on the trail. Looks like a nice design, kind of old-fashioned, but probably people there, so I won't record going around the corner. I just came up, and actually the shelter is empty. Somebody just left when I was walking up. Not a real big one, but definitely get 6 in there if you had to, I guess. But yeah, nice shelter. Water source here. Oh, right there. I may take advantage of that while I'm standing here. So easy. All right, mile 5.5. Not sure what I'm looking at, but out in North Carolina, some beautiful slopes. Little town, a highway way out there. I don't think I can hear anything. Some big slopes and peaks out there. Of course, I know the camera doesn't do any justice, but that's the way it goes. And just for reference purposes, that view I just took a video from was Cooper Ridge Lookout at mile 125.9 on the trail. So in case in the future I'm wondering where the hell that was, now I know. Well, on a long, steep decline, it definitely hurts the toes and the knees, but found a good spot to stop for lunch. Just got my wheat tortilla with peanut butter and pepperoni. Actually, it's not a bad combination. Have a beautiful view before I just continue on down the hill for a good while longer. I don't know if it's showing up. There's a road down there. Where it goes to and where it comes from, I have no idea. But pretty view. Great way to enjoy lunch. Well, just got some trail magic from Blazing Hammock and that white car getting ready to pull out. U-Haul was with them, who I'd met before. I took a week off the trail. He's slack packing or taking a 0 day at the NOC. So I came down off that hill over there. That was a long down. I guess I'm getting ready to start up. But got a banana. I had my lunch up there, so the banana was a nice dessert. And I'm sure I can use the potassium. And tomorrow he's gonna be giving out beer about 6 miles past the NOC, so I'll be looking for him. And this is where the trail magic was, Tellico Gap. Well, I'm on top of some bald. I'll look it up in a second. There's a tower I can go up. If I can decide where I'm going to stop tonight. If I don't go much further, I'll go head on up there, check out the view. Well, awesome view from up here. Some lake off in the distance. Farms. Came from somewhere over there.
I just want to. How about we're gonna go? No, they said campsites are only for groups of 30 or more. Oh wow. Yep.
But also, you could definitely stealth camp like close by. Yeah, but you can find a place. Just go
Right.
a little bit. Yeah, you just go by. Yeah, exactly. Go like half a mile beyond.
Somebody told us that if you go.
These are definitely very steep stairs. I'm kind of betwixt and between on where to go tonight because I definitely want to get to Fontana Thursday morning, but it's from here, it's 35 miles. But the way the shelters, and then this last bit, you just kind of figure it out for the last few steps. But the shelters kind of space themselves in a way that's not convenient. So I'll just keep going and see how I feel. Cause I've been going uphill for a while. I'm tired. But now I'm going to get ready to start a good downhill. Yeah, that was definitely worth going up there and checking it out. Well, this is pretty cool. I'm literally on a ridge that's maybe 10 feet wide. To my left, it goes down. You get a beautiful view. Looks like some huge home down there. And to my right, not as pretty a view because the tree's in the way, but same thing. It drops down immediately. Just on this short ridge. So we'll continue down slowly. I just have an interesting comparison here to, I don't know, call it AT, strategic navigation. I have to end up at the Fontana Dam Resort, which is a lodge and camping and lots of different amenities. It's kind of a summer resort for families. But they're near Fontana Dam, which is the beginning of the Smoky Mountains, right after that. Well, walking down this ridge, don't worry, I'm looking at the ground, not the phone. This is pretty cool. And the problem is, it's 35 miles from the shelter I would have stayed at. And I need to be there on Thursday, but I want to get there in the morning if possible because it's supposed to be raining all day Thursday. And rather hike half a day in the rain than all day in the rain. Have a chance to spread out my gear and dry it off to some extent. Again, don't worry, I'm looking down, not at the phone. So to do that, work it backwards, I've got to, do a couple 15-mile days, but the shelters aren't spaced conveniently. So long story short, I decided to camp to the NOC, Nantahala Outdoor Center. So I think it's where the Olympics did the whitewater rafting when they were in Atlanta. So it's a big whitewater center. It's a huge complex, apparently, outfitter, lodging, camping. But no camping there unless you have a group of 30 or more. So I was going to go there tonight for a couple reasons. One, to be closer to Fontana. Two, to get a hot meal. And three, to use a real bathroom. So all pretty good reasons. I don't need to do laundry because this is just my second day back on the trail. So I'm okay with, I did that in Fontana before I hit the Smokies. But the problem is the nearest camping, you can't camp on site because you have to have a large group. So the nearest camping, nice steep steps. The nearest camping is 8/10 of a mile before. So I would get to the campsite, the shelter, Rufus Bald Shelter, 8/10 of a mile before the NOC. So I have to claim a spot, set up my tent, then hike 8/10 of a mile to go eat, and if I decide to do that, and use the bathroom. So, and then 8/10 of a mile back. So that's an extra mile and a half. And then I got to re-hike that 8/10 of a mile in the morning as I get back on the trail. So one, I'm not comfortable leaving my gear alone for that long. So anyway, long story short, I made a reservation at the NOC. They did have a room, $50 for the night. A little bit of a splurge, a luxury, I guess, staying in a room 2 nights out of 4. But I'm glad to pay it. Hopefully they have a TV. I may even catch a basketball game tonight. That'd be a nice fringe benefit. Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to describe that it's just kind of like when you are on the road with the family and you're trying to decide where to stop for the night. And there's a lot of factors that go into that decision. You know, how far is the next stop? What hotels are there? How much gas do you have? Are the kids awake or asleep? Are they quiet or, getting whiny? A lot of factors will decide how far you can go. And, how far do you have to go the next day? It's a lot of things. So this was kind of like that. So when I added everything up, it was worth the $50. All right, this is where I just had a picture taken of me by a hiker that just preceded. Well, this little dead tree will give you an idea of depth, hopefully. This little bitty knob, we've been walking along these ridge lines. It's been pretty cool. Just under the biggest tree branch in view, there's a ridge out there, and I'm pretty sure that's where I'm heading next. This would definitely be a more appropriate winding stair gap. It's just a lot of rock and steps all the way up. And that's where I was standing a moment ago for a picture and video. And this trail is beautiful, but I hope the whole way down to the NOC is as strenuous and difficult and dangerous as it's been so far. Wow, it's really been incredible. It's something I'll definitely remember. It's part of the trail I'll remember. A lot of it, I'm not gonna say it runs together, but it's just similar, and your head's down so much looking at the next step and not looking around you that, and just a lot of things stick in your memory as similar. But some of them stick out, and I'm gonna look back on gut hooks when I get to where I'm going and see what the name of this ridge was, because I don't want to forget it. Well, it is as long and difficult going down as I was afraid it would be. The doable. I mean, I'm doing it. I get into a little bit of a trance. I thought maybe I'd gone a total of somewhere in the 12s, and I was in the 14s. So only about 2 miles or so to go. But there's the, you can just see the trail cutting along the side of this hill all the way down over there. So it's a little more gentle decline right now. My toes are feeling it. That's with my knees, but I can use my breath to help my knees. But I'm gonna soak my toes in cold water tonight. Hopefully I can just go down to the river. It's a famous river there. Put my feet in there. Look forward to it. That one was interesting. I had to get on my hands and knees and crawl underneath it. Come down a long ways. Still have a ways to go. But normally we're up around the tops of all these peaks. Just a mile to go. This is the Rufus Bald Shelter. That's the privy. The shelter's back there in the background. Looks like a few tent sites, but the ones I can see aren't super level. There's some down here behind me that are. But I'm not staying here. I'm trucking on. This is at 15.75 miles. The big river's nearby. I can hear it down there. Can't see it. About 6/10, half a mile to go. This is pretty with the the natural steps to get across. Just gotta pick the ones that you want. Like you see the river way down there. There's down the center, I guess. So be down soon enough to check it out and see where the trail crosses. Yay, spring is coming. First little blooms I've seen. They're all over. Only at 1,700 feet here. Been up at above 4,000 all day and close to 5,000 a couple times. So it's nice to see spring arriving, even though it's here officially. The first signs of it, besides this beautiful warm weather today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got to be in the low 60s. All right, almost there. Hey, but don't wait on me if I'm not back. Don't wait on me if I'm not back. Sorry, a couple other guys got here at Temple last night. We're going to meet them for dinner here at the restaurant, but they're going in right now. Oh, I would love to put my feet in there. It's like a little silent course. So, anyways, that's the outdoor center. I'm back up in this hill somewhere. No linen. I'm in a bunk room. There's 4 bunks, but I'm the only one who's going to be in there. And it's a shared common house with bathrooms and showers. No towels. You got to bring your own or rent. But I have a towel, so I'm good. I just had a nice hamburger at the Nakahala Outfitters Center. That's the restaurant straight across from me where I am. Now I am sitting in the river, or at the river. Beautiful river, big river. A few rapids right here, but I am soaking my feet. This cold water feels awesome. It is cold, but it feels great. My feet needed it. That was a tough come down today. Holy cow, that was hard. So I'm just trying to be kind to my tips of my toes. Beautiful center. I mean, I'm sleeping in a room. My room is literally a bunk room. It's got 4 bunks in it. It's just me. 4 bunks, 1 chair, and 2 shelves. And a heater. I guess it's a heater. Nothing else. So I will spread out my quilt and my air mattress on top of the little mattress they give you and sleep well tonight. There's a community bathroom that I've already checked out, and we'll take a shower there tonight as well. Okay, here's my room. I had dinner with Stu and Mikey. Good hamburger. And then I soaked my feet in the river, which felt awesome for about 5 or 6 minutes. The cold water was good. And here's my room. You have 2 shelves, 1 wastebasket, 2 bunks on that side, and 2 bunks on this side, and a chair. That's it. And it looks like a heating unit, though I haven't checked it out yet. So I'll be sleeping in this bunk. I'll spread out my air mattress and sleep with my quilt. So I'm getting ready to go take a shower. Then I'm in something NOC, Easton 2. And Easton 1 is U-Haul. And he's got a guy that's going to do some trail magic tomorrow with beer, and they're going to have some beer in his room here when I get out of the shower. So I may go next door for a beer. We'll see. I'm pretty damn tired.